So, I've been messing around off stream. This is the same save file that we used to be. Well, actually, it's an earlier save file before we've actually fought Sin. But this is my Ultimate No Sphere Grid file. But I have hacked my stats. I spent the day hacking my Aeon stats to try and make this a bit viable. So, like, ideally, this is the stats I would want to fight Dark Anima with. Maybe not Cindy's 28,000, not sure how that happened, but I'm not sure how to use far plane properly, but... so... Right now, we're just gonna attempt to somehow survive... 2 down attacks. And the only way to do that is obviously we let our Magus to tank the first down attack. It's the first time summoning though, so I have to turbo, unfortunately, because the animation is way too long. Of course, Cindy takes a break. Of course, you take a break. I'm glad this happens on the PC version too. This game is so good, dude. It's the first time using downer attack too, so it's gonna take forever. I want to see somehow the damage. Oh, I'm in turbo still. Whoops. Just let us tank the delta attack. Yo, Raging, welcome. Braver than you are. I mean, this takes a lot of setup. Like, this would only be viable if you raised your sister's stats to be like this, to be honest. So we want to damage with items so we get a better CTB. We don't hit Cindy because Cindy always goes last. And Cindy's the one who does delta attack. But it takes 4 hits to push the overdrive gauge to make them out of sync. So I'm safe to toss 2 Dark Matters. Our first goal is to somehow survive these next set of turns so we can push Mindy's overdrive bar. And now it's going to be a lot harder now. Yeah, so there's no way for me to actually... Unless Yuna survives her next turn, there's no way to push Mindy's overdrive. So they're out of sync. Yeah, I was messing around off screen on... This is my PC version. Okay, we actually... We can actually get him out of sync here. Interesting. Alright, this is the first time I'm summoning, so everything takes way too long. Fucking PC version. So I don't have... Fuck, I didn't actually give Ifrit Ultima. Well, I guess we're hellfiring, baby. You're gonna die anyway, Ifrit. Unless Ifrit doesn't get Razzied or Kamisaded, I guess. And I don't have Walker's Celestial Mirror weapon. Ifrit was the wrong choice, guys. Fuck. I forgot. Well. Alright, so allegedly that was the easy part of the fight, getting them out of sync. The hard part now is to somehow get a turn and do damage against these fucks. And if Riku/Yuna die constantly, which will happen because they're gonna get 9 turns before we get a turn now, we're not getting a turn ever again. So, let's speed this up. Because we're not gonna get a turn now. They're just gonna kill us over and over and over and over again. The only way if this is viable if we somehow get the god RNG of Yuna surviving like 12 turns in a row without dying. That's like the only viable thing. And now we just sit here and we die now. Oh, we got a turn with Riku! Not much we can do with Riku, though. Let me just slow things down. Like, look at this. Look at this. It's just not happening, gamers. Fighting these guys combined in No Sphere Grid is not happening. Like, if this was Yuna right now instead of Riku, maybe? But the fact that Yuna's slightly slower and she takes an extra 3 of their turns to get a turn, it's just not fucking happening. I could do Sunburst for basically 20,000. Oh, hold on. Does it want to load? Okay, I think my computer wants to crash because nothing wants to load. I was trying to activate far plane to see sensor, but yeah. Yeah. Now we can speed up again because we're never gonna get a turn again. Yuna was so close too. Yeah. So anyone anyone who thinks these guys can be done in no sphere grid, it's just not happening. I know there's like on my video there's like a load of people saying, "Oh, fight all three of them at once." No, it's just not possible. We just get no turns. And Yuna's the one who needs to not die too. Have you tried leveling up? Yes. Yes, I've tried leveling up in a no sphere grid challenge. So yeah. This is cool, right? This is cool. This is like my PB of I mean, I could have got a stronger PB if I summoned like Anima instead of Ifrit. I forgot Ifrit didn't have his Celestial Mirror. That's something I need to do off screen. I've had one turn since somehow getting him out sync. I think the point's been made. Not until we run out of Phoenix Downs. So yeah, we got him out of sync. That was allegedly the easy part, which is still luck based because if Riku and Yuna die in the first couple of turns, then we're never going to get a turn because their overdrive gauge goes up by 20% every single turn, I believe. It only takes 5 turns for them to get a full overdrive. That's the cruel thing about this fight too. That their overdrive goes up by so much, so quickly. So you have a very small window to get him out of sync anyway. And then you somehow have to summon with Yuna. Not have Yuna die when they have like 6 consecutive turns constantly. So yeah, this is why this fight is impossible in no sphere grid. Fight all 3 of them, obviously. I'm glad I was able to show this off first try, being able to get the overdrives out of sync. Because, not gonna lie, I actually get one more turn as a last stand. That's kind of funny. So, because not gonna lie, I was doing this off screen earlier, and this song the song. This fight took me a good hour and a half to actually get their overdrives out of sync, to actually basically just show what I'm showing now, to be honest. So yeah, I guess we'll end with that.